test. Your speaking test will range from 11 to 14 minutes. So before we start, can I know your full name, please?
My full name is Akshay Verma.
Okay, Akshay Verma. What can I call you?
You may call me as Akshay.
All right, Akshay. So where are you from?
I hail from an industrial and agriculture city which is named as Yamunanagar, situated in Haryana state of our country, India.
All right. So now let's talk about what you do.
Sure.
So are you a student or you're working?
I am pursuing my job as an US associate in Department of Finance and Accounting.
All right. So do you find your job interesting?
Well, to be honest, it is really quite interesting job as I have a financial background and I had done my Masters of Business Administration in my major stream as finance and minor as marketing. So I am much keen towards learning new techniques, how to manage the finance of a company.
All right. So would you like to continue this job in the future as well?
As far as I'm concerned, since my interesting behavior towards the finance and the financial aspect of the company and an individual, I really believe that I would love to continue this job in future also.
All right. So now let's talk about books.
Sure.
Do you often read books?
Well, in my opinion, it really depends upon a situation. For instance, if I am having a plenty of time and doesn't have a hectic schedule, I may prefer reading books in my daily life related to the subject matters of financial literacy. While on the other hand, if I am busy on my day-to-day activities or I am having a overload of my job work, then I might not prefer reading books at that time.
Okay. So are your reading habits different than in the past?
As compared to my past, I would consider my reading habits to be differentiated, as in my past I was more interested in reading the paper books, while in today, due to the technology advancement, I am more interested in reading the e-booklets, which may also provide a picturization of the context.
Okay, so have you ever read a book that has been adapted into film?
Yes, I got this opportunity of reading a book which was converted to a Hollywood film later on. It was named as Two States, which was written by a novelist, uh, Bharat Narayan. So it was really interesting for me as I was able to picturize that movie very well as I have already read in the book.
So do you prefer reading books and or watching movies?
Due to my working job and my lifestyle, I prefer reading books rather than watching movies. And reading books may provide you an great knowledge, and even a brief description is also given related to the story. In fact, the uphill struggle of the author or in an autobiography is also predicted in that.
Okay, so that is the end of your first part. Alright, now let's move to part 2. In this part, I will give you a topic and I would like you to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes on this.
Sure, sir.
So before you start, you can have 1 minute to make some notes if you wish. So this is your topic. I would like you to describe a time when you saw a lot of plastic waste. You have 1 minute now to make some notes if you wish. Alright, now remember you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so do not worry if I stop you. I will tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Sure, sir. Recently, I visited Leh, which is in the Himachal Pradesh area of our country, India, and it has really been an attracting scene and the part of a country for the tourist, as due to the movie which was uh, seen there. It was named The Three Idiots, which played a very important role in everybody's life in motivating them and boosting their morale after studying and passing the examination. Due to so much tourism there, it is attracted, and because of that, we were able to see a lot of pollution there, including the air pollution was also present because of the maximum of the people try to drive through their cars. The most disturbing event for us was that we saw a lot of plastic pile that was luring down beside the shore of the popular lake there. It was really disturbing for us. Even plastic, including the food bottles, even the cans of the soft drinks that the tourists used to take there, and all the other plastic waste such as polythenes, soft drink bottles were just kept there, and no one was aware of how to manage that plastic weight, or either it can be recycled, whether it should be informed to the authorities or it should be transported from that lake so that the marine life is also not disturbed and the local inhabitants are not also affected by that. Me and my family took the initiative and reported this concern to the local authorities who were present at the nearby station. We took a part with them and informed them of the different initiatives that can be taken, as due to the high pollution the plastic waste is bringing there, it can really be dangerous for other people and it may also affect the tourism at that place. It was really a beautiful trip for us and a memorable one, which we had in our last summer, where me and my family went to have a memorable summer vacation. But somehow, this plastic pollution will always remain in our mind because it was really a disturbing scenario for us.
Alright. So that is the end of the part 2. Thank you.
Thanks.
Alright, so we have been talking about plastic waste. Now I have some more general questions on this. So first let's talk about plastic waste. So do you think we should use plastic products?
In my opinion, in today's life, plastic is being used everywhere, including the shopkeepers also give the plastic polythene bags, and the water bottles or the cans are made of plastic. But I think these can be reversed or replaced by the jute bags or the different substitutes that can extend the plastic usage because of the pollution that is created by the plastics.
Okay. So how can we reduce our use of plastic?
As far as I'm concerned, people should carry their jute bags or the cotton bags with them while shopping, and even a water bottle which can be reused by them. For example, the steel bottles, people can also carry with them to their workplaces or while traveling. This will ultimately reduce the usage of plastic.
What kinds of plastic waste are often seen in your country?
Well, there is a variety of plastic waste that is seen in my country. That is uh, that includes basically of the plastic waste, which of the bottles, even the polythene bags are just left here and there on the streets by the local vendors or people also using them.
Okay. So why do people like to use plastic products?
I think people are more attracted towards the products because they seem it to be as a cheap product. The plastic products are very much economical nowadays, and even they think that it can be used as just a use and throw product. Whether we use it and throw it, because it is really an economical product and cannot be just thrown away once you use it.
Okay. So now let's talk about recycling.
Sure, sir.
So what methods of recycling are available in your country?
I think there are few recycling methods that have been uh, in trend in our country. Recycling of the plastic bottles is done in a very large amount so that plastic pollution can be reduced. Many companies are working on the production of the jute bags and the cotton bags that will replace the usage of plastic polythenes also.
Okay. So do you think that recycling of plastic can help to reduce this problem?
Ultimately, I believe that it will have a positive impact on reducing the pollution. Recycling always plays a better part in the humankind also and for the environment as well. If the human beings are responsible for polluting the air or the water bodies and even the environment, then they also have a responsibility for recycling the things such as plastic waste or the uh, other ways that they are spreading around so that they can live in a more prosperous environment.
Okay. So what do you think about the future? Do you think that this problem will further increase or will deteriorate in the future?
I think that people are more concerned regarding their environments and the pollution that is being generated by the different industrial or the agriculture and even by the human waste. People are more focused that they should recycle the products or even contribute to the initiatives that are taken by the government to reduce the pollution, and hence it will ultimately be seen that in future there will be less pollution as that of today.
All right. So that is the end of your speaking test. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.